Hi, and welcome back to Plating It with Wendy, where I share with you recipes which impress with ease. Today we're going to be making a classic tiramisu, which has layers of soaked biscuits and a delicious smooth cream. You're going to want to watch how we bring this together, so let's get started. Let's start by making the coffee syrup, which we're going to be using in the tiramisu. So into a bowl, we're going to add 1.5 cups of espresso, or you could use any dark coffee of your choice. And to that, we're going to add 1/2 cup of Marsella, which is a dry dessert wine. Now, you could always go in with rum, Kahlua, or alcohol of your choice. And we're going to add that in with the coffee. And to sweeten it up, we're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. And now we're going to whisk it together till the sugar dissolves. It's time to keep this aside so that it gets a chance to cool down. Now we're going to be making a light custard. So into a heat-proof bowl, we're going to add 6 egg yolks. Just going to crack them here. Add the egg whites to this bowl. And now we'll add the egg yolk into the other. That's the second one. Let's crack open the third one. And you can use these egg whites to make a nice healthy breakfast one morning. And to that, we're going to add 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar. Okay, now let's mix it together before we go over to the stove. We got a pot of simmering hot water, and now we're going to place our heat-proof bowl on the top of it. Make sure that the bowl is not touching the hot water. We only want the heat to hit the bottom of the bowl. Now we're going to keep stirring it, and you'll find that the sugar will begin to melt. And after some time, the mixture will turn pale, and then will begin to start thickening. Now if you touch it, you'll find that the sugar has all melted. It's turned pale and thickened up. So now it's time for us to take it off the heat and allow it to cool. Now to another bowl, we're going to add 2 cups, which is 16 ounces or 425 grams of mascarpone cheese. And I kept this out of the refrigerator about 15 minutes before we needed to use it. And now to that, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of the Marsella wine. And we're going to blend this together and soften out the cheese. Now, if you're making this for kids, you could always avoid the alcohol and use decaf coffee as well. And once the cheese has smoothened out, we're going to stop mixing and start adding our custard to it. So now with one hand, we're going to stream in the custard while we blend it in with the mascarpone cheese. We're just going to scrape down the sides of the bowl so that we get everything mixed up well. And now let's give it another mix. Now that this is looking silky smooth, we're going to keep it aside and whip up the cream. To a clean bowl, we're going to add 1 3/4 cup of whipping cream, which is approximately 425 ml. And to that, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of a pure vanilla extract. And we're just going to eyeball it here. And now we're going to fit on our whisk attachment, and we're going to whisk the cream till it reaches a consistency a little shy of stiff peaks. And now let's finish it off by hand. Now we're going to take some of the cream and mix it into the custard mixture, and we're going to do this in 2 additions. Now using the cut and fold method, we're going to incorporate the 2 together. You don't want to deflate the cream. You want it to remain nice and fluffy. And now let's add the remaining cream. And once again, using the cut and fold method, we're going to blend the 2 together, being very gentle with every fold. This is looking so smooth and silky. Now it's time for us to start assembling the tiramisu. Now I've got some Italian cookies here, which are called Ladyfingers. And these are available in the grocery store, but if they're not available in your area, you can always go online and get them. And now we're going to take each of them and quickly dunk them into the coffee mixture that we had made earlier. And you're going to keep it there just for about a second. And now we're going to start putting a layer down. And now we're going to continue till we have the full bottom of our tray layered with the cookies. At this point, you've got to be really quick with dipping and placing. And I'm using a 9 by 13 inch glass tray to make the dessert. I always prefer making it in a transparent dish because that way you can see all the lovely layers from the outside as well. Now when you dip the cookie into the coffee syrup, make sure to shake off the excess syrup before placing it into the tray. Now we're going to take half of our custard mixture and put it on the top. Now you don't have to wait or anything, just eyeball it. Now this is not necessary, but I just find it easier to spread it across with an offset spatula. And we're going to work on getting an even layer. My family is very fond of tiramisu. When I make it, it just disappears. Now once again, we're going to dip the ladyfingers into the coffee syrup and create a second layer. Now this is a great make-ahead dessert because it needs at least 8 hours in the refrigerator for it to set and all the flavors to mix and mingle. Sometimes you might have to adjust the size of the cookie to fit into the tray. And now we're going to layer it with the second half of the cream mixture. And using our offset spatula, once again, we're going to level it out. And once you've leveled the tiramisu and got a smooth surface on the top, it's time to cover it up with a plastic wrap and refrigerate it for about 4 to 6 hours, but overnight will give you the best results. And once the tiramisu has set and you're ready to serve it, it's time to take off the plastic wrap and decorate it. And now we're going to finish it off with a dusting of unsweetened cocoa powder. Now you could go as heavy or light as you like. I'm just going in for a medium dusting. You should go right to the edges, and we can always wipe out whatever is around the dish later on. With a kitchen paper towel, we're just going to dust off all that's gone onto the rim of the bowl. And once you're ready to serve it up, grab yourself a sharp knife and cut it up into pieces as big or as small as you desire. And now you want to wipe your knife down before you cut it up again. The first piece is always the most difficult one to get out. Oh my goodness, look at that. And now it's time to give the tiramisu a taste. And I'm really excited, but before we do that, if you're new to my channel or haven't subscribed already and love to try out recipes that turn out right every time, you're at the right place. So go ahead, press that subscribe button, and while you're at it, if you hit the bell icon, you'll be the first to get notified every time I upload a new video. And now it's time to give the tiramisu a taste. And today, I'm going to be calling someone special to give it a taste. She works tirelessly behind the scenes, making me look good. My daughter, Shannon. Hi, babes, come. Can you give this a taste for us?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, let's do it together.
Okay.
Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I just love that tiramisu. It's so perfect every time and so easy. I make it all the time.
I know. That's why I called you to give it a taste. And I like that coffee flavor when that biscuit just melts in your mouth and the cream is so silky smooth, and that little dusting of cocoa powder just brings it together. I hope you give this recipe a try. So hop onto our website, platingitwithwendy.com, or you can hit in the link in the description box below for the full written recipe. Thanks for watching. See you soon.